unfinished business is the reverse of completion. It means that successful accomplishment of the matter at hand has not yet been realized. The crossing of the great stream is yet incomplete. Some have wished that the I-ming might have concluded with completion, and the last hexagram have left us with a picture of human affairs all brought to good order. But this would not have been in harmony with the idea of change. Again and again, it has been pointed out that we find in the book no idea of a perfect and abiding state. Just as the seasons of the year change and pursue an ever-reoccurring round, so it is with the phases of society. The reign of order has peaked and declined, and this hexagram calls us to renew the struggle to make things right again. It deals with the conduct necessary to secure this result. Not one of the lines in the hexagram is in its correct place. All the dynamic lines are in magnetic places, and the magnetic lines are in dynamic places. At the same time, each of them has a proper correlate, so there is the possibility of some progress. The symbol of the fox suggests a want of caution on the part of those who try to remedy prevailing disorders. They are unsuccessful and thereby get themselves into trouble. Line 2 represents this state of mind. He is dynamic in a magnetic place in the center of the trigram of peril. He is restless and attracted by his magnetic correlate in the 5th place. He will be incautious in taking action. The outcome of the issue will be different than what was intended at the beginning. The trigram of water is below, and what's interesting about that is the 5th line is the correlate of the 2nd line. The 2nd line would be the line of the ego, essentially, and the 5th line would be the line of the ruler. And so the ruler is magnetic and the ego is dynamic, which could spell issues if things aren't jostled around properly. The trigram of water is below and fire above, showing how the two principles cannot act on each other profitably. This symbolizes the unregulated condition of general affairs now prevailing. Notes and paraphrases. Judgment. Although many achievements fuel our growth, the ego is only the facilitator, not the doer. To ignore this truth creates negative consequences. Don't destroy the work. The superior man critically examines the situation and rechecks his priorities. This hexagram represents the time before the climax of a cycle, just as the preceding figure symbolizes the time after the climax, and hence the transition to a new beginning.